Hello everyone, I'm Ernie and I am so glad you're here with us today. Today I was out four-wheeling here in the mountains and came upon the snow, but not only that I came upon the snow, but I also came upon a mine dump. Here is the mine dump that I came upon. I was here months ago and I remembered what this area looked like, and I noticed that they had bulldozed the top of this down, and so all the side here had come down from the 4 or 5 feet that they had excavated down. So I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to come here and get some of this ore. I'll have to get some of the snow out of the way, but we'll get some of this ore, we'll bring it home to the mill and see what type of precious metal is in this ore. And let's get to it. Here is some of the ore that has been just pushed over the side, and you can see how high it came from where these two larger pieces of ore are. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to dig down just a little bit here and get what's underneath there. We'll classify it out and we'll get what we can. Okay, here is the ore that we have. I believe it's around 20 pounds, and we just took it out of this hole here, and look how rich that soil looks. It looks like it's just full of iron. It'll be amazing to see what we get. All right, what I wanted to show you was that I dug a couple of holes, one for my tripod for my camera and the other for the ore that I took out. But what I wanted to show you is that I did backfill all of my holes and most of my footprints, and I would hope you would do the same so we can keep our history looking natural and normal. We are back at my mill in Stagecoach, Nevada. And I did want to say is that while I was trying to leave that area, I did get stuck in the snow. My truck hit the side of the ditch, and as I was trying to go through it, and it slid down, and I got stuck, and I couldn't get it unstuck, and so I had to walk a mile up the canyon road and waited for my daughter-in-law to come pick me up. And the following day, my son and I, we went back down there, and with no problem at all with the expedition, we pulled my truck up out of the ditch and we took an alternate route home. And so we are here and let's get to this material. Here is our 20 pounds of ore that we brought home from the mine dump, and let's get to working it. We have our ore cooking now. We're going to get it up to around 1500 degrees, and we will let it cook for about 35 minutes. We have our ore cooking now at a consistent 1500 degrees, so we will let it cook now for the next 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes now, and the ore is done cooking. We are going to take the lid off the furnace and let it cool down, and we will begin the crushing process. Here is our ore that we had cooked in our furnace, and what we're going to do is we're going to hand crush this down to 1.5 inches, and we'll run it through the rock crusher and get this process going. Here is our hand crushed ore, and the reason why I break it down to about 1.5 inches, it just goes down the intake chute of the rock crusher a lot easier. Sometimes if the pieces are a little long, or if I drop 2 pieces in there and they're kind of long or oblong shape, they'll clog up the intake, and by breaking it down to this size here, I really have any issues with it. So let's get this process going. As we get started, I wanted to show you that I removed my 1/8 of an inch screen and I installed my old 3/16 inch screen. Because this ore is just so hard, I'm going to run the material through the rock crusher twice so that it will break down into the size that we need. Also too, if you notice the chain, you can see at the bottom of the chain on how worn it is. And so I'm going to pull the chain out. I'm going to flip that bottom piece around so the thicker part will be on the bottom, and I will reinstall the chain, and we will get a better crush with this ore in doing this process. And let's get to it. Here is our material that we ran through the rock crusher with the 3/16 of an inch screen. And now what we're going to do, we're going to run this material again through the rock crusher with the 3/16 inch screen, and it'll break it down to the size that we need to work with it. Here is our crushed ore that we just got completed, and it's really good in this new process that I just tried. Here is our concentrate that we got out of our 20 pounds of ore. And I know and I understand that it's hard for you to see what's inside there. But when I did have some sunlight, I did see a little bit of gold, but there's a lot of sulfides in there. And I know it's not as clean as it could be, but the sulfides and the material is just really fine, so I didn't want to lose a lot of it, and so that's why it looks the way it is. Right now I am working under the lights. The sun is going down, and I am going to go ahead and roast this material right now, and let's get to it. We have our ore roasting at 1300 degrees, and it's just about done smoking, and once it's done smoking, we'll get done with this process and move to the next one. We have 100 grams exactly of concentrate. Here is our concentrate and our charge consists of 100 grams of borax, 100 grams of silica sand, 40 grams of high litharge with flour, and 16 grams of potassium nitrate. And once this gets done boiling, then I am going to add in 20 grams of soda ash. And the reason why I put the soda ash in afterwards, it will prevent us having a boil over as we are smelting our material. We are preheating our cone mold on our furnace so we won't get any thermal shock. I wanted to share with you on exactly what had happened. Was I couldn't find the prill. It took me a while because this thing is just so small, and as we weigh it up, you'll see that it doesn't even weigh a gram. I want to apologize about the camera view. I forgot to check the camera setting as I started this recording on this scene and the next scene. Here is the precious metal that we got out of this cupelling, and you can see that there is some type of substance that is dirty on here. I don't know what it is technically called, and if someone could leave me a comment below and tell me exactly what it is, I would appreciate that. And we're going to clean this up with some borax and see what's in this precious metal. I wanted to mention that I did add anhydrous borax to this process 5 times and kept cleaning it, and on this last time I got it up to about 2100 degrees and fired it up really good, and it came out really nice. We did get some nice gold out of this random mine dump. Well, this wraps up this episode here at midnight in Stagecoach, Nevada. No, it feels like it's midnight, but it's only 7:55 p.m. But we got this done, and we got our gold bead out of a random mine dump. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed how we cleaned it up with some borax. And if you like this episode, smash that like button. Share this on your channel so others can enjoy the experience. And we thank you for being here. And if you haven't subscribe to our channel, I would like to encourage you to subscribe and to become part of our AU family. We would love to have you in the family. We're so thankful that you're here. We're thankful for your support, and we will see you on the next one.